show. I'm Mr. Apex. I'm here with my guest today, Miss Max. I call her AKA Hollywood. And we finna get right into it, Miss Hollywood. What's been going on?
Why you gotta say Hollywood? You gotta tell them my real name.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Maximum Exposure.
Maximum Exposure. Maxine Joseph. Gotcha.
Maximum Exposure.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Maxine.
So, born and raised in Miami. I'm a filmmaker. Played a little basketball in high school. Didn't work out. The only thing that I felt like I was ready to do was just to create, because I always had like a big imagination and I always could like imagine things.
Imagine what things though?
Just anything, like a whole story, a whole scene, like I'd be in my own little
Oh, so
make
you had like
believe
imaginary
world.
friends.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Imaginary friends.
You know have imaginary friends?
I had one.
Okay.
We didn't get along too well. So, okay, so how long have you been filming?
I've been filming for about, I'll say like 8 years. Yeah, so I started really just, after film school, I started just mainly doing photography in the clubs.
Okay.
And that was just my way of just, I guess, trying to like get my feet wet a little bit.
All right.
And from there, I was just like, I was tired of doing that because that wasn't really like what I wanted to do. So I started like just converting over to like filming just anything, random things, and just doing it for free. And eventually people started gravitating to it, and they were just like, oh, okay, they started hiring me to do video more than they did photography.
Oh yeah? So see, y'all can learn a lot from that. You start doing stuff for free, and then you're gonna start paying. It's a hustle. You gotta work hard for shit you gotta get in life.
I did a lot of stuff for free, like, but it's paying off now. So, you know,
talk about no strength that'll change now.
you know, of course, but yeah. So,
Okay. So then, from filming, what are you working on right now?
so right now I'm working on doing films, like feature films. So I created my first feature film.
Okay.
It's a comedy. Can't tell you too much about it, but
Okay.
it's something that I got in the works. It's already written, already casted. So we just waiting to put everything together as far as to get it produced. Before that, I did like 2 short films that I put out. They did pretty good or whatever. That was just, I guess, basically to show that I could do this or whatever. But they was more on the serious tip. So when I wrote this film right here, which is the comedy, it was like during 2020, and I was just saying like, okay, instead of like everything was just so like, I was just like, let me do something funny instead of being so like serious, you know?
Yeah, because 2020 is real rough. Can't do nothing to move around. It's bad.
Yeah, so it was like depressing, so it was just like, let me do something to make people laugh. So that's what made me inspire me to do a comedy instead of doing like some type of drama or something that's like real deep.
Makes sense. So you never went to school for this? No film school? None of that?
Yeah. I went to film school. I went to the Art Institute.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Art Institute in Fort Lauderdale.
Shout out.
They're not here no more though, but it was a while ago. But I went to the Art Institute for Fort Lauderdale, and then I didn't finish because I flunked out, and I ended up going to a technical school called McFadden Technical. It's in Davie, and I finished there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So besides shooting films, and what else do you do?
I work out a lot. Yeah.
I can tell it looks like.
So, I don't know, besides shooting, like, what I do for fun would probably be working out, going shopping, because I like fashion.
I can tell. You got a lot of bling on.
And whatever.
Shiny.
So, I don't know. I like to go eat. I eat a lot. Like, I like trying different restaurants and seeing what they got. Like, I love food, so it's like I gotta work out.
So you're a foodie?
Yeah. Like, I'll travel just to eat food.
Oh, so you're greedy? It's
I mean, if you want to call it greedy, then yeah, I just.
It's nothing wrong being greedy. I'm greedy. I like to eat. I love my sweets. I mean, I would eat all day long. So, what's going on with your
Like, do I have a girlfriend right now?
Yeah, girlfriend.
Single.
Girlfriend.
Single. I've been single for probably about, it's been like 3 years.
Damn, 3
3 and a
years?
half years.
Well, ladies, she's looking. Fellas, sorry. Anyway, so how was your last relationship though?
My last relationship, I could say the relationship in itself was a good relationship because we both, it's complicated, but that's why you're looking like that. But it was a good relationship when we was together, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like we was opposites, but we still had the same like interests. Like we both like food, we both like to travel, we both like working out. We both like fashion. We like a lot of stuff together, but it's just like I'm more the reserved, quiet type, and she was like, you know, fire. You know what I'm saying? She more like fire, and I'm air. So
Okay.
it was just like
What's the sign?
her sign.
Yeah.
She was the Aries.
Oh, damn, she is fire.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. So I mean, it worked out, but once we broke up,
Okay.
it was just more like, you know, it wasn't a good relationship. It kind of like drug on for a long period of time. So, and it was just, I felt like, you know, it would have been better if like once it was over, it just would have been over instead of like,
How it goes though. Once
Illegal.
you get cut off, I cut you off. There's no need for me calling.
yeah. But I mean, part of it is my fault too, because like I love so hard. And it's like if somebody tell me something, and it's like I believe you until you show me something different.
Okay.
So it's like I give people the benefit of the doubt because I know like I'm not perfect. So
Ain't nobody perfect.
I done did a couple of things, and it's like if I come to somebody and say, "Oh, I'm sorry for what I did," you know what I'm saying? I really do be sorry. Well, I'm just not gonna come and say I'm sorry at all.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. So since that's been over with, you ain't been going on any dates. How the dating life going?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's been 3 years, so obviously it ain't been going that good.
It's crazy for your side of town. It's what the male side too. 'Cause the male side is crazy too.
You know what I mean? I think,
I don't know how it is on that side. You know, girls be saying one.
man, it's the
another.
same thing. to
Same
me.
thing?
People are just people.
Really?
Yeah, people just people.
So you telling me that a girl be trying to play the same game as us?
Pretty much.
Really? They be trying to get these free meals. And
Well,
I want to know.
okay,
I
not
mean,
really
I
when it
don't know. I
comes.
mean-
Like sometimes, yeah, though. Sometimes, yeah. But cause it's like when a woman date, men is more of like you just gotta pay for everything. Cause that's just how it goes.
But why we gotta pay for everything?
Because you're a man.
But
So
you know that
it's just
man-
already implanted in our heads as people, you too, that okay, when you grow up, it's like okay, you're supposed to be the provider. You're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the strong one physically. You know what I'm saying? And the woman's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be nurturing and taking care of, you know what I'm saying, of the house. So, but I'm just saying that's what's planted in society when we grow up. So it's like the narrative don't really change until, you know, you become your own or whatever the case may be. And then now it's just a whole different world now. But I say like with females, it's still the same way. It depends on what type of female you're dating.
Okay.
So it's like if you probably dating somebody that's a little bit more masculine, most women expect you to do a little bit more. But if there's probably two feminine girls, it'll probably be a little bit more 50-50. Depending on what they into. They might be into each other, then they might want to swing with some dudes at the same time. I don't know. I'm not a feminine female like that, so I don't know
We can tell.
how that goes.
Kind of jacked up right now. What's your bench press right now?
Whatever the last thing that you had me bench pressing, like. So, I mean, I feel like people play games in general,
Okay.
and it's just if they like you or not. You know what I'm saying? Certain people like they already have like they personal who they like, and they just probably can't be with them right now. So they just be with other people to kill time or like for a distraction. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people that's not really real. So to me, I feel like if you dating somebody and they ask you like, okay, what you looking for? And if you really just looking for a friend just for a distraction, you should just say it. Cause then that eliminate somebody getting in their feelings
I don't
and
know about
saying
that.
whatever.
I mean, long time ago. Like way back. I was back in my heyday playing around. You can tell a female stripping down, like, listen, baby, that's all I want. She'll say, I'm cool with that. You be like, all right.
Yeah, but if she say she cool with it, it's up to you too. If you keep calling her every day,
You ain't gotta call her. You tell her, listen, baby, all I got for you is dick. That's it. I ain't got time for nothing else. And
Well,
I'm
okay.
cool. I ain't gonna stress you out.
yeah, but what you do though after that?
I mind my business.
But okay, what I'm saying to you is that the older you get, you realize certain things that you shouldn't do, right? Because when I was younger, my best friend, she'll always be like if I date somebody and I don't want to really be with them, just really having fun with them.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll be like, you can't call them every day. You can't do
See.
certain things.
I didn't do that every day.
Yeah, but you probably doing other stuff. Like you can't have sex with them all the time.
Why you can't? That what we signed up for.
Okay, but that's a relationship type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But for a female, that's
You
not
got your
a thing.
dude. It's like I said, listen, you got your man. I'm cool
Unless
with
you
that,
add
baby.
something else in there. You just make it.
All right, sorry.
You
Listen,
added something else in there. I'm
Way
talking about
back.
anything.
Way back in my head. It's like back in like in college and stuff, okay? You tell a girl, listen, I ain't got time for relations. I ain't got time for none of that. I just want to have a good time. They look at you. I'm looking for a good time too. Now, I mean, when you put it on them, that ain't my fault. They don't see you like that. You start getting feelings.
Yeah.
I can see you. You can have your dude right there. I don't know you. Why? Beep beep. You ain't see me. It ain't that type of party. Then you get mad at me. Who that girl you with? None of your damn business.
But niggas do that too.
No.
No, they do. I mean, you probably ain't do it, but
No.
niggas do that too. People do that too. If people like to have like people like to want what they can't really have, and then they like a challenge. So even if they telling you like, oh, I'm good, and then they could be like, I don't want you to treat you like crap that day, and then they see you with somebody the next day, then it's kind of like, it's like the fear of loss, like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Good day, sir.
So,
That ain't my fault. Why I say females sometimes be confused and you be like, say what you mean when you say.
but
Don't
they
tell me.
ain't saying nothing. You saying something.
I ain't saying nothing. I said all I got for you is dick. That's it.
Okay. So
And they like,
if they agree to it, then you ain't do nothing wrong.
And they get mad at you. Well, how you talk to me? It's called bad, don't talk, baby. Like, what you want me to say to you?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I ain't got no answer for that.
I'm pretty sure you done had some bad room talking your day too.
Yeah, but that's what I said when I was younger. I don't have no type of problems anymore.
I said a long time ago.
Okay.
We're talking about it right now.
Okay, well, we want to go back or we talking about right now?
We're going back. We're talking about right now.
Okay.
Right now, I ain't got just one. I don't play with that. Trying to keep me right out here.
Yeah.
So what would be your type of like for real? Like, you know,
Like my type?
mhm.
I don't really have no preference when it comes to like skin color or nothing like that. Like you could be dark skin, light skin. I don't care about that. I'm more so like from the waist down thickness, like
Oh,
thighs.
she like thick thighs behind.
Yeah, like you could be slim up top or whatever, and I don't like girls that's like fat, like big.
Well, big girls, sorry. You don't like big
None
girls.
against the big girls though. I'm just saying like
That ain't her preference.
that ain't really.
She ain't with the heavy lifting like that, okay?
I don't know. That just ain't really my thing. But and I like girls who like to work out too. You don't have to work out. You know what I'm saying? But I prefer.
You ain't working out, she ain't gonna be interested.
Stop lying. I don't date a couple people that don't work out.
She said she dated them, but where they at right now?
But that ain't had to do with them working out. So, besides that, I like girls who like to eat too.
Gotta be a foodie.
And just like to have fun and spontaneous travel, stuff like that, because I like to travel all the time.
Okay.
I don't really like to just do like, I'm not really a type of person that like the club. Like when I was younger, yeah, because that's all I really, I already knew. But as I got older, it's like I want to experience different things, different parts of the world.
Put on that. You want someone who can like you, show you something different.
Yeah, like that could teach me something too. Like I want us to teach each other. So I'm always like the type of person that like to learn more, and educate myself more on things.
Okay. Y'all hear that right? You can't come back being a dummy. You gotta have some sense. Alright. You gotta teach. I think we just sit there like, Okay, so what do we have, plan for the future?
As far as like what?
Career, love life, all that good stuff.
Career. Of course, I'm trying to finish my movie. I want to do bigger and better things when it comes to like the film industry. Like, do more feature films, and like I want to win awards, globes. Like I want to be like work with like a lot of people, like Issa Rae, Angela Bassett.
Okay. So what are you doing to make that happen? Like are you networking? Are you going to certain places?
Well, I'm starting out like doing my film and just putting it out there and just living every day as like taking every day one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's all you can really do. So it's like I try not to be like on social media and like look at what other people doing and get mad. 'Cause that's what I used to do and get mad. It's like, oh, why am I here? Why they go do this or whatever? So.
But don't that suck though?
Like what? Looking at social media?
I be hating that sometimes because like everybody want to copy one another. I'm like, what happened to the imagination? Like what's going on? Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, but that's the world we live in now. So it's like you gotta take yourself away from that. Like that's why sometimes I stay off of social media for a couple days or whatever, because it's like you gotta run your own race. And it's like if you constantly looking at what everybody else doing, it's like you're not focusing on what you gotta do and what steps you gotta take. So it's like I'm just focusing on being more creative, you know what I'm saying, trying to get noticed and just being my own person, because that's what stands you out. Because if you gotta be different, you can't be like everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Baby don't sound like this person. Or Tupac had his own different sound, you know what I'm saying? So that's what makes him stand out. Like, even the girl, Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't got fake titties and ass and all that stuff like everybody
Natural.
else. Yeah, she natural.
Natural.
But what make her pop is her sound.
Natural, that's right.
So that's what I'm just focused on, trying to just be different and just making my own. So when they see something like of mine, they know like, oh, that's the director from Miami. Like just because of the way how I shoot. Like you know a Spike Lee film because of how he shoot. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people that say that.
Yeah, so it's like I want to be like the biggest director to come out of Miami.
We're gonna change that. Be the bigger director that comes out of the South. Not just Miami, the whole South. We're gonna be bigger than Tyler Perry. Watch and see.
We'll see. Yeah, and then besides that, as far as when it comes to like my love life or whatnot, I guess whatever God has for me to be for me. I'm gonna just say it like that.
No, we ain't gonna just do that right now. Because everybody do that. Whatever God sent my way.
This is what you gonna really do.
Use your eyes and see.
Yeah, like I know I'm going to be happy again in the relationship. I'm already happy within myself. At this point in my life, it's like what I want and what I don't want. And if you don't align to what I want, it don't make sense to waste my time. So besides that, yeah, that's.
So what can we expect from you in the coming year besides the family?
Besides the film, I mean, you'll see more of me talking. Like, I really talk. I always just show my work and show other people. So it'll be more of me like engaging with my audience, seeing what they want, and just showing them a whole different creative side of me that I never saw, so they could actually see me personally versus just me not talking and me just showing my work. Like, so they could just see my personality. So that's what I'm working on.
She goofy.
That's what I was trying to do last year, but then my dad passed away at the beginning of the year.
Rest in peace.
So,
very sad.
Yeah, so that kind of like threw me off last year, but I'm back on it like this year.
Hey, y'all too. So what's going on with the weddings and things like that? Like MS weddings?
Like filming weddings? I didn't film that many weddings last year, but I'm working on trying to like up it this year. Do more advertising, more promo, and try to focus more on that over doing like events, because I do a lot of events now.
Yeah, you always do that.
Yeah.
She's like the uncle looking with things. So what you gotta tell the people out there, like the kids are trying to become a film director, a photographer?
I would say I would say like if there's something that you really want to do, or you're passionate about it, it's part of your dream to just start doing something. Buy a little small camera, even if you're using your phone these days. That's a start. It really goes on like how creative you are, and you could be using a cheap camera. If the story is good, the story is good. You know what I'm saying? So that part won't really matter, but you just gotta keep going on and never give up, because when you give up, it's over. The more you keep going, the more you're gonna grow, the more you're gonna learn. If I would have gave up a long time ago, then I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times that I want to just not do it because I wasn't making no money to pay my rent, bills and stuff like that. I had to get a regular job. But I didn't want to work there. My passion was to do this. So it was at times I wanted to just be like, man, I could just work for the government and do this. I'm smart at other stuff or whatever. But I just did it. At times I ain't had no money. I'll walk in the club and leave the club with just like $50 and be like, damn, it's only gonna go on my gas. Like, but I still go back the next day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, if there's something you want to do and it's something that you really passionate about, I feel like just don't stop, and then always try to learn. Get on YouTube, because school is one thing. Everything I learned in school, nobody uses it now. You know what I'm saying? But I still got to go on YouTube and watch other people that's great, see how they film and whatever, and then that's going to help you. Can't never get in the room and think that you're the biggest thing in there. You know what I'm saying? And even if you are the biggest thing in there, you need to get out of that room and go to another room. You always should be constantly elevating yourself and learning.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So stop always talking that trash about my New Year resolution. No, you need to set a decade resolution to get shit done out here, okay? Because sometimes it takes years to get to the top. Not to have quick fix shit, okay?
Right.
Can't do quick fixes. Quick fix don't do nothing to get you. You come right back down. You gotta elevate, like she said. Elevate your shit. Stop playing. Well, thank you, Ms. Banks. Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you for having me.
I need to go check her out. Maximum Exposure. Greatest shooter in the game. No faith, no glory. Have a great motherfucking day. Apex out.